dream, sweetly dream, swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go? That take it slow. And don't you know, all your lovely dreams will come true. So just close your eyes, listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by. To know all your lovely dreams will come true. So just close your eyes, listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
I've got your back.
I know it's true. You've been mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit, sleepless nights I count about the boy. Silver stream, he melts my foolish heart every single scene. Though I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of sad about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of will ever flaw this odd diversity of misery and joy. I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the boy.
I sure hope I get to...
I've heard of you. I'm glad you're here to help us out. This is a delicate matter, and we need all the help we can get from people we can trust. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit, and not much time. Once we start, we'll be on a strict timetable. Are you ready? Ask your questions. We trust you, so you're free to have your weapons. Just don't do anything... full itinerary here. Security detail consists of rangers stationed here at the dam. Some will keep an eye on the crowd while others will watch the perimeter. Snipers and sharpshooters have been assigned to key locations, and we also have a special canine unit sniffing out members of the crowd. I've also locked down access to critical locations such as the landing platform on the visitor center. Alright, I'll give you full access. The Legion will definitely try something. We don't have any solid leads yet. I'd almost expect something direct from them. But given the circumstances, there's a possibility of something more subtle, like sabotage. But since we don't have anything solid, we'll just have to keep our eyes out for anything out of the ordinary.
Welcome back, ladies.
Someone like you, I'm just glad to have you on board. Do whatever you can. Security sweeps...
And now the news. The death toll continues
Good.
to climb around.
The president doesn't arrive until tomorrow. Get...
Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. One more story for you.
Glad you could join us. Most of my men are already on duty, and the crowd has already started gathering outside. We've got a busy day ahead of us.
If you should find it, do not.
The plan is to get through today, so I'll be overseeing the security team personally and keeping in constant contact with people over the radio. It's a good bet that the Legion is going to try something today, so we have to be prepared for anything. We'll do whatever it takes to get the president through this visit in one piece. President Kimball is arriving shortly. If you want to do any last-minute security sweeps or take a look around for anything suspicious, do it now. Once you're ready, meet me outside on the observation deck. Don't take too long.
One of the Ranger vets looked at me and I just about surrendered. Hey, welcome aboard.
President Kimball is going to arrive pretty soon to give his speech and meet that wounded soldier.
Just between us, Colonel Moore scares me sometimes.
Patrolling. Always nice to have a friend of the NCR around. What can I help you with? I guess I can spare a minute or two. Me? I've been in the military my entire life. It's a family sort of. I've had the honor of serving all over the NCR, and now I get to be out on the front lines as the NCR comes out east to help these folks here. Once we get rid of the Legion, this will be a better place for... I guess I can... The NCR's out here to make the world a better place. For those... There are a bunch... Well, the dam here is the key. With the power from the dam, we can help the people. We can't trust the Legion or Mr. House to do the same. And I pity the people. Well, that is great and all, but it's... I guess I can make...
Somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone. Without a dream.
House was the only thing keeping Vegas from joining the NCR.
With Mr. House dead and gone, Vegas can finally change NCR.
Didn't have too much to say.
Nice job out there.
No one dared to ask
Hey!
to make a slip.
Colonel Moore survived 4 tours against the Brotherhood back west. If anyone can help take on the Legion, it's her.
It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowed it up all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though he used a 24, and the notches on his numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started and made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter. It was after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed. But the outlaw didn't worry when they tried a forward day. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet.
I sure hope I get to meet President Kimball.
When they walked out in the street, folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death.
Mike Lawson sure knows
Been a
his
long
way
tour.
around
There
there.
was
Hey,
40
welcome
feet
out now.
between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round.
Morning.
There before them lay
I'm
the
honored to work
body
with
of
Lawson.
the
He knows more
outlaw
about
on
the dam than anyone.
ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip.
The Legion would have to be insane to attack this place. Everyone is abuzz about Oliver arriving soon. Everyone is abuzz about Oliver arriving soon. Things are getting stranger every day. Mike Lawson sure knows his way around the dam.
Big iron on his hip.
Our rangers are going to show everyone what happens when we're pissed off.
Wish I had a person kind guy looking after me. One of the Ranger vets looked at me and I just about surrendered.
Hey, you haven't seen my friend around here, have you? His name is Ben, and he's an engineer. We were supposed to meet up so we can watch the president's speech together, but he hasn't shown up yet. He isn't. I already checked there this morning. Still no luck finding my friend. He better show up soon.
Hey, nice job out there.
If I was the assassin, I'd be up on that ridge. Or if I didn't care about escaping, maybe that near tower. Or the landing pad behind us. Sounds like it's gonna be an all-out war with the Legion soon. Maybe I should have re-enlisted after all.
Hey-o! He's coming to give a big fan... I'm pretty excited. He's giving me a medal. I don't know why, though. I'm just doing my job. Mama always told me not to talk... Mama... A nice...
Whoa! Get some...
If I was the assassin, I'd be up on that ridge. If I didn't care about escaping, maybe that near tower. Or the landing pad behind us.
Get some!
If I was the assassin, I'd be up on that ridge. If I didn't care about escaping, maybe that near tower. Or the landing pad behind us.
Move along. I don't have time to talk right now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. It's just about time to get you some news. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may Mike over the rep contest site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Things are getting stranger. Our rangers are going to
The
show
NCR
everyone
appreciates
what happens
good
when we're
citizens
pissed
like
off. NCR Rangers, I'm glad to see you. All my praise. Our Rangers are going to show everyone what happens when we're pissed off.
Word is.
House was the
Good
only
to
thing
see a
keeping
friend of
people
I'm glad to
going
see
to
you.
NCR.
I sure hope I get to meet President Kimball.
Seems terrible.
We won't go quiet.
Our Ranger
Legion can count on that.
Hey,
It seems that the territories are
Things are getting stranger every day. I'm glad to see you friend keeping Vegas. Just for joining the NCR.
The NCR appreciates good citizens like you. Mike Lawson sure knows his way around the dam.
The Legion would have to be insane to attack this place.
Hey, I heard about you. Thanks. We haven't been paired together long, but he's... I don't know. You know what? Nope. Not since the last time.
When a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostage's release. Also, NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong. This next song is just magical. I hope you enjoy.
You're clear. You're cleared to go on through. Nothing is gonna happen to the president on my watch. Morning.
We need to keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Have you finished your security sweep? Looks like that's his vertibird coming right now. It's showtime. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some security procedures to oversee. Hey.
Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind?
Hey.
Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind?
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here,
Do you mind?
and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had any easy. His father worked as a caravan guard on the short route, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the brotherhood of war. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured. But the time came when they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at Owens Lake, we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Rangers Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic. It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of his regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What does Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us. Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic. This was the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization, torturers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. When the Republic called on the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave, Jeremy Watson answered. You answered. Together you carried the weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack, that forlorn hope, he took the greatest risk. Not only for his fellow Californians, but for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic, even here, on Nevada soil. His actions are a tribute to all of us who stand here today in tribute to his valor. Private First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic, it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre. Not far from this spot, a monument stands.
Ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was paid. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lamp of luxury. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world. Love.
I can't believe the president is dead.
Kick in the head.
It's all my fault.
Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her, she kissed me. Like a fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful like sunshine enough to spread.
I wonder what President
I'm looking
Kimball's
forward to
going
seeing the
talk
president.
Morning. Have you finished your security? You're cleared to go on through.
Do you mind? Do you mind?
I don't have time to talk right now.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Still no luck finding my friend. He better show up soon.
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take... Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father was a caravan guard on the short loop, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood War. like our mighty Sierra Nevadas. They endured. But the time came when they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at Owens Lake, we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Rangers Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic. It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of his regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What is Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us. Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic. This was the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization, torchbearers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. When the Republic called on the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave, Jeremy Watson answered. You answered. Together you carried the weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack at Forlorn Hope, he took the greatest risk. Not only for his fellow Californians, but for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic, even here, on Nevada soil. His actions are a beacon to all of us who stand here today in tribute to his valor. Private First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic, it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre. Not far from this spot, a monument stands.
Raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. In other news,
Hey.
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father worked as a caravan guard on the short loop, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood of War. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured. But the time came when they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, Rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at Owen's Lake, we made true on our promises, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas.
I think I should check it out first before... Fuck it. You're more trouble than you're...
We carry the weight. And though we left behind our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Rangers Unification Treaty.
I'll have a security team sweep the area to see if the Legion... I'm also canceling the President's speech. We'll have a security team get him out of here right away. But let's not...
The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic. It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of this regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What does Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What does Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us.
I'm out of here.
We need to keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. I've got news for you. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Also, rumors have surfaced that Top's hotel owner Benny has taken yet another unexpected leave of absence. We spoke to his right-hand man, Swank.
Do I seem worried to you, baby? Sometimes a cat just needs room to swing. He'll be back. Sure as a conga drum's got a groovy beat.
That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just nothing without you. And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with love me as though there were no tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
Good job today. You got the president out safe and sound. And I couldn't have done it without you. You have my thanks.
Out of this world tonight. Take me, make me forget my sorrow.
reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto, and called for a mass, quote, return to center. Moving on. Gomorrah is under new management after the sudden departure of Omerta bosses Nero and Big Sol. The casino's new manager spoke to reporters.
Before he left, Nero told me him and Big Sol were real tight, see? Said they were gonna go camping up at Lake Mead. Said he always wanted to sleep with the Lake Larks.
Yeah, I think all of this, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. Like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Stay out of the control room and enclosure or there's gonna be trouble. Got it?
Not much happens here at the Dorado. That's...
Over here!
Eat this! All clear.
I know the NCR has problems, but I fought with those men. I'll be damned before I betray them. This... You're right. You won.
Just give us an excuse.
President Kimball survived his visit to Hoover Dam. Nice one. Now, moving on. Don't you love seeing the Lucky 38 all lit up? Sign of things to come. Exciting news. The Legion's massing troops in a staging area east of the dam. Attack imminent. Monster of the East ready to roll. Well, some of Mr. House's projections predict a moderate probability of civil instability subsequent to the NCR being driven from the Vegas region. One of the mitigating contingencies he planned was to enlist the followers to provide increased medical aid throughout the region. Just seems like it might help keep things stable when we go independent. Not that I know what I'm talking about. Wonderful. I'll keep tabs on the situation at the dam. See you in a bit. Are you ready to head?
I've got your back.
Hey, I heard about the bug getting destroyed in the Lucky 38. I'm sure you have your reasons, but we are much too busy to waste our time on those selfish bastards. Even Even if we wanted to, we don't have the resources to handle such a monumental task right now. Unless you can handle our supply shortages, the best we can do is scrape by here in Freeside.
Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there.
We don't have...
Kings who would only identify himself as the King.
We're pretty sure...
Displeasure calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added
so
he
much
didn't want to
happier
see the
now. Thank you
NCR
again.
in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. In other news, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations.
Hey.
This program
Hope
was
what I
brought
remember.
to
Tell
you
the king
by
we thank him
Gamora.
for looking out for us.
Gamora. It'll be our
Big shakeup in the management at Gamora. I wish the
the
followers
journey
would get me some
beats
better
the
armor.
destination, and especially if
I hear
your
you've done
spurs
some
go
good things for the
jingle,
followers.
jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
Oh, hi. Thanks again for helping us with that data. I mean, the feed only lasted about 30 seconds, and it's... We were connected for half a minute and received enough data to fill 5 holodisks. It looked like nonsense at first. It was all biometric data, life signs from Mr. House. The technology he's using is so advanced that it samples data hundreds of times per second. It's fascinating, but depressing. Whatever technology he has can't possibly be practical for the people out here. About NCR... I'm interested in medicine, but it's not my strong suit. I try to help out with any computer. That's why I was helping out with the research into Mr. House. After 2 tries, I think I've learned enough. I'm sure there's something more promising I could be helping. Oh yeah. I didn't tell you about the first time. True. Alright. The first try was a little less professional. Specifically, a Securitron. And more specifically, the someone was Benny. I know, he shot you in the head and everything. But this was a while ago. I knew he was sleazy, but I didn't realize he was so cold-blooded. Ugh, so gross. It was bad enough that I didn't get any data out of the Securitron. This is why I didn't want to talk about it. It only happened once. I chalk it up to sleep deprivation and one atomic cocktail too many. He sure didn't. Benny was pretty tight-lipped and cryptic about the thing, but he did let me poke around in it for a while. I wound up helping Benny a lot more than he helped me. Once he had access to the Securitron's memory banks, he kicked me out of the tops. Big surprise, right? The Securitron was disabled somehow. Might have been an EMP given... Anyway, he wanted it re-enabled and connected to Mr. House's data network. The trick was getting it to be invisible. If Mr. House detects a rogue Securitron in his system, he remotely fries it. Getting around that security feature... Yeah, strange as it sounds, I figured that bad-mouthing one of the Strip's most powerful people... The only reason why I'm telling you any of... Not much to tell. Benny had one of Mr. House's Security... He'd heard I was interested...
The Securitrons in and around the Strip have been upgraded. It's almost like Vegas has an army now.
What's up?
Hey. The followers are always on the...
I'm so much happier now. Thank you again.
I've heard a few patients mention the Securitrons are acting strangely, and no one has heard from Mr. If House is out of the picture, maybe we'll be able to get our hands on some of his technology. Sure.
The latest news coming your way right now. A hostage crisis between the NCR and the Great Khans was resolved peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully
We arose.
The Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say
Even if we, unless you,
those are our stories for this hour.
rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you.
Got some songs coming up for you right now.
Just come see me when you've got some.
Probably about love.
That would be a godsend. But so far we've had no luck working out a deal with the Crimson Carrot. If you could manage to find someone willing to work with us, I'd gladly. You might ask. Thanks. Even if we, unless you can have.
Don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler. It can be bought. It can be found. Nick and Ross is located just before the East Gate.
Aha!
Have you seen?
Man, Jacob's absinthe is phenomenal stuff. I don't think... If you haven't tried it yet, he's been supplying the Wrangler with the stuff. We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other Wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be... They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as...
People say Mr. House hasn't... Now... Outstanding. You have no idea. That was a real mess the Omertas were looking to create. May have cost me some bit... Are they looking to buy? Then talk...
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Oh.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women
Well, I hate to support the damn NCR, but it looks like they're the only thing between... Here's to the slaughter of every last one of those... Really now? This is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past. Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol. The buildup of tension around the dam isn't making things...
If things don't go well at the dam, all of our efforts here could be for... That's phenomenal! Who did you find? They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of... Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside? True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction... Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. I'm sure you have... Even if we want... Unless...
As I go right merrily along, they sing, oh, and that song is so very far from wrong.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Nick and Ralph's.
make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women
So Benny went MIA, huh? Hey, that's great. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even... Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers.
How's it going?
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. As I go riding on the
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The atomic
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
I got spurs that jingle, I got spurs that jingle, as I go riding, as I go riding along. Oh, ain't you glad? And they sing, oh, ain't you glad? And that song
Hey.
so very far from wrong, ain't so very far.
Hey, good to see you. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised they would help us out. But, well, it looks like you've earned yourself a discount on supplies now that we'll be fully covered. This supply deal will aid our work immensely. I'm sure even...
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. I've got news for you. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. Also in the headlines, a hostage crisis.
Welcome back. I'm sure even if we wanted to, unless you can handle our...
Secured the hostages' release. And that's the news. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad.
What do you want to... Bill Ronte and... But... Here is...
On silver screen, he melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of sad about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of her first affair. This odd diversity of joy. I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas. Each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. I've got news for you. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking
Are you ready to...
New management after the sudden departure of Omerta bosses Nero and Big Sol. The casino's new manager spoke to reporters.